When I got wind of this story right here that I'm about to present to you, I said to myself, where are all the Christian, conservative, family valued preaching babblers at right now? Bring your attention to this story right here. Now, we all know who that is on the left. That is Elon Musk. But in case y'all don't know who that is on the right, and I wouldn't fault you if you didn't, her name is Ashley St. Clair. She is one of those right-wing conservative quote-unquote influencers, whatever the hell that means. And according to one of my reliable sources, she was one of the ones who was a part of that conservative calendar that they did with the conservative women. I think it was last year or maybe the year before. So that tells you all you need to know. But the reason why these two are on screen together is because Ashley has claimed, or she made a claim, that she is the mother of one of Elon Musk's children. And according to the Post, she gave birth to this child 5 months ago. But what makes this story even more interesting is that if this is indeed true, this will be Elon Musk's 13th child. Now, when I heard about that, I said 13. I was only made aware that he had one, and that was the one that's in Hall T, because that's the one that we hear about whenever the topic of his a child comes up involving him. Who knew that there were 12 others tucked away somewhere? And by the way, and I'll show it a little bit later, this man has 13, well, 12 we know for sure, children with 4 different women. Now, before I go back into that, now just put a pin in that. We're going to get into the story and then we're going to go back to that. A conservative influencer claims she gave birth to a child fathered by Elon Musk in a shocking public declaration on social media. Author Ashley St. Clair, age 31, alleged in an X post Friday night that she and Elon Musk share a 5-month-old child. She says, 5 months ago, I welcomed a new baby into the world. Elon Musk is the father, read her statement, which was captioned, Alia lacta est, which is Latin for the die is cast. I have not previously disclosed this to protect our child's privacy and safety, but in recent days it has come clear that tabloid media intends to do so, regardless of the harm it will cause, St. Clair wrote. I intend to allow our child to grow in a normal and safe environment. For that reason, I ask that the media honor our child's privacy and refrain from invasive reporting. Well, see, now that you put out there that you are the mother to Elon Musk's alleged 13th child, the media is going to be all up in her face. So you got to question yourselves when it comes to her statement. Did she really do this for the privacy of the child, or is she doing this to garner attention to herself? I'm leaning more towards the latter rather than the former. Musk has not acknowledged St. Clair's claim. The Post has reached out to his lawyer for confirmation. The Doge chief, who follows St. Clair on the platform, posted several times on other subjects in the hour after she made her surprise announcement. In a subsequent tweet 3 hours later, St. Clair thanked supporters and said she was going to log off the platform. In all sincerity, appreciate the kind words, wish I did not feel the need to make a statement, kids should be off limits for journalists, she wrote. Will be spending time with my family, logging off for a while. If confirmed, the baby would be Musk's 13th child with 4 different women. The South African Tesla founder shares 5 children with first wife Justine Wilson, first having twins Vivian and Griffin, and then triplets Kai, Saxon, and Damien. Pop star Grimes and Musk share 3 children, including toddler X, who has been seen with his father around the White House. And that's the one that, if y'all didn't know, recently there was an image that was floating around where Trump was sitting at the desk and there was a little kid there. That was Elon's son. Girl Exa Dark Citareo, these names, and boy Techno Mechanis. And they say black people give their children weird names. What in the world? Musk and Neuralink executive Siobhan Zillis also share twins, Strider and Azure, with this entire family present at Thursday's meeting with India's Prime Minister Modi. St. Clair was spotted at Wednesday's New York Knicks game at Madison Square Garden, decked out in head-to-toe Balenciaga, insiders told the Post. She recently ended a 40-week posting drought on Instagram, sharing a photo of herself at Trump's inauguration on January 20th. Before I even go any further, this just shows you that those over there in the quote-unquote conservative party have just as many issues, if not more, than everybody else. They try to pride themselves on being, so I guess pristine, as if they want to call it that, and honoring all these values. But listen to what I just read to you right here. Does that sound like some kind of values you want to follow? But the thing is, because it's Elon Musk, they're going to overlook it. Now, remember when I told you to put a pin in what I said earlier in the article? This is what I mean right here. So let's start with this right here. Look at what you see on your screen. And I found this picture when I was looking for an image to use for this video. Elon Musk welcomes his 13th child with his 4th baby mama, surpassing NBA YoungBoy and Nick Cannon in kids. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because the title of baby daddy and baby mama always seem to get attached to a black man and a black woman. Meanwhile, Elon has 13 kids. Well, 12 we know for sure, 13 allegedly, but either way, 12 definitely confirmed. But 4 different women who can be classified as baby mamas, because Elon Musk is not married to either one of these women. They were literally pump and dumps. He pumped them, got them pregnant, and dumped them, and moved on to the next woman, and created 12 kids for sure, 13 allegedly. But no one in the media or anyone on that conservative side is going to label him that. None of them on that side are also going to label the women as baby mamas either. As a matter of fact, and I'll just insert this in here, I don't know if y'all are aware, but a few years ago on what used to be ABC Family, there was a show on there called Baby Daddy. And would you know, unless you were aware of the show or not, the father or the main character or the baby daddy of the show was not even a black man. It was a white man who had a daughter, and he was helping him, and he had a brother, a mother, a girl who would go on to be his girlfriend, and a friend played by Taj Mori helping to raise his child. But they put that out there and they made it into a show and made it into a comedy as if it was something to be celebrated. But in reality, when it's thrusted onto black people, it's something that's frowned upon. Oh, why are you having all these kids with all these women? Or for a woman, why are you having all these kids with all these men? How dare you? You're shame. You know, we should kick you out and everything. But they don't have the same smoke for Elon Musk. And this man, they said, surpassed NBA YoungBoy and Nick Cannon. And we thought they had a lot of kids. Well, I don't follow NBA YoungBoy. I don't follow Nick Cannon either. But they put Nick Cannon out there in the wild bunch. Now, where Nick Cannon does at least have a one-up from Elon Musk in that regard is that at least when it came to the first one, he was married to her, and that was Mariah Carey. So the other ones, those were literally pumping dust, so he really didn't care for them. At least with Mariah, there was some love there because he married her, and they were married for a lot longer than people thought they were, and they had twins. But Elon didn't marry not one of these women, had no intention to do it. He just wanted kids, and it's evident right here. But again, he's not going to get the same push back for what he's doing because he's Elon Musk. He's one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest man in the world. So they'll overlook it. And I know because I saw some of the comments and it proved me right. Same thing again for these women. They're not going to be labeled as baby mamas. Because a lot of them, people don't know who they are. And even if they did, which they probably know now, they still won't give a damn. And they're still going to just say, okay, it's Elon Musk. We know why you did it. I mean, you're about to be covered for the rest of your life because by default, he has to take care of the child, which I'm sure he's definitely capable of doing. But by default, you're going to be taken care of as well as the mother. Now, this last image that I came across again, I saw it again when I was looking up a picture to try to use for this video. they actually have a timeline. It says Elon Musk's children. It says the billionaire is rumored to have 13 kids with 4 different women. So as you can see, that's Elon Musk right there at the top. Below him are the 4 women that he has children with. Again, it's still a question mark over the Ashley St. Clair one, but the 3 others are definitely confirmed. Now, they have lines going down from the women down to the children, but because they're minors, I blurred it. But yeah, it's basically it's a tree that's being formed, literally. But again, he's not going to get the baby daddy title. Up until this video, I didn't know he had this many kids. I only knew of the one. I just recently found out about the 2, if you throw in the one that was in the White House a couple weeks ago with Trump. But 13, allegedly, 12 for sure. That's the part right there that really got me. And I was like, wow, those conservatives were very quiet about this. Now, let's just hypothetically say they didn't know. They know now. What they gonna say about it? Probably nothing. Because again, that baby daddy, baby mama title, which can definitely apply to him and those women, only gets thrown into black people's faces. And even if a black person is as wealthy, or even if they was even as wealthy as Elon Musk, they would still get the title. Why doesn't he get it? What makes him so special? And what makes those women so special that they don't get the baby daddy / baby mama title? So that's really all I'm seeing with it. It's definitely going to be a double standard for sure. Remember how I said there were going to be comments of people making excuses for her because of who she's had this child with? Came across this post right here from none other than CJ, looking way older than his early 20s Pearson, where he says, I see far too many self-righteous and tired individuals pouncing on St. Clair Ashley, because that's her name on Twitter, for having a child out of wedlock instead of commending her for choosing life. Is the conservative position not that every life is a blessing regardless of how it's conceived? Man, when I tell you the internet is forever, you'll see exactly what I mean as we continue going forward with this narrative that he has painted himself into a corner with. So this person who goes by the name of Milo on Twitter responded to him and said, no, that is not the conservative position. To which CJ responded with, I'd be more amenable to the criticism if she had a child out of wedlock with a brokey, as is too often the case, but choosing life in a culture that treats children as an inconvenience is worthy of commendation. Y'all, this is how many of them feel, because even when I was starting to scroll down a little bit more, some people were starting to agree with him. But there's this little thing called receipts, and there's another thing added onto that called the internet is forever. Because look at this post right here made by CJ Pearson about 2 years ago. He said the black community needs to stop glorifying baby mama culture. Insemination alone is not an accomplishment. Now, I just went through the story with Ashley St. Clair and Elon Musk, plus all the other women that he had children with. And it looks like it has been confirmed that this child is his. And he made that post that I just showed you about commending her for going with the pro-life route rather than another route, and not to have a child with a broke person and so on and so forth. Yet 2 years ago, he posted this about black people. I'm telling you, this is how the typical black conservative thinks when it comes to their own people. He's literally overlooking what Ashley St. Clair and even all those other women for that matter, because like I said, Elon didn't marry not one of those women he had these kids with, none of them. But he's willing to come down on his own people for the same exact thing that he's giving praise to Ashley St. Clair for. The same exact thing. Because there are black women out there who have kids out of wedlock with men who are rich, but they'll still get the baby mama label. Ashley St. Clair and those other 3 women that Elon had children with, they did not get that label, nor did he get the label of a baby daddy. Because again, the baby mama thing, that only gets hit with black people. That only gets attached to black people as far as that stigma goes. That does not get passed to any other group. And CJ Pearson, just proved my point. He proved all of our points, to be quite honest. But for us, it doesn't take, it's not that hard dealing with someone like him. And the last thing I wanted to add was this part right here. And I have to give a shout out to KG because he gave me an unexpected alley oop with this one. Because I wouldn't have known, because I wouldn't have thought to look for it. So apparently, and this was back in December of 2023, the same year that CJ Pearson made that post, which, by the way, based on the dates, I think they were made in the same month. Elon Musk avoids paying child support despite being world's richest person. Now, isn't that something? A man who can actually afford to pay the child support is opting not to pay. It's not the mothers that's not putting him on it. It's him who's refusing to pay. Because as I was reading through some of the article, I was skimming through it rather, one of the mothers was trying to hit him with child support papers, her and her attorneys, multiple times, and every single time it was rejected. So as far as I know, he's not paying. He's probably, I don't know, I'm sure the kids are taken care of in some form or fashion, but yeah, the fact of the matter is this man can definitely afford to do child support, but he's refusing to, and they're not going after him. They're not garnishing anything. They're just letting him do whatever it is that he wants. Now, if it was a black man that this happened to, just a regular everyday black guy, works a blue collar job, 9 to 5, making minimum wage, that check is getting garnished whether he likes it or not. So as you can see, it's two different systems here at play here. We saw what CJ Pearson said, and we even see now with the child support system how he basically is not affecting him whatsoever. Much like, Elon might be the real Teflon Don. I'm almost certain of it now. I thought Donald Trump was Teflon Don. He doesn't have nothing on, at this point, he has nothing on Elon Musk, in my honest opinion, on a lot of things. This one right here just is another notch to the belt. I also had to add in this shameless plug. And shout out to Lovely T, because she did a very good breakdown or finding information more so about Ashley St. Clair that I didn't even know about. And I'm not even going to go into all the details about what was found about this chick, but let me just tell you something right here. This woman is a staunch hypocrite if she's not staunch anything else, because the stuff that I heard about in this 43-minute video about her and her past, she should not have even opened up her mouth to say anything concerning about conservative values or family or how to be a proper woman, considering the things in her past. And I'm talking, when I say her past, I'm talking about back to when this woman was a minor. It's going to blow your mind. So this is a shameless plug. If you want to know some more details about Ashley St. Clair, you would know that what she did as far as becoming Elon Musk's 4th baby mama and having him have his 13th child through her, none of it after watching this particular video will surprise you in the least bit.